Hello everybody and welcome back to The Division 2. Currently I am here in wherever the hell I am.
All clear. With patrol.
Potomac. I'm in West Park. Currently we're in the underground area directly under this street here that has a little echo that's right next to me, blocking the street name. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you already know where this is because of this map. Now, if you remember to the live stream yesterday, you remember I was talking about the hunters. Yes, the hunters are in the game. Yes, they're a force to be reckoned with. And this is a puzzle to find one of them. This one, all hunters have a specific call sign, which you will find out once you kill them and pick up their mask. This particular hunter is the ghoul. Now, the only way to spawn him in, you can't just look here, look on the map and say, huh, I know that little stretch of land, I know that construction site, and go there at nighttime, clearly, by the moon there. You can't just look at this and say, oh, I'm going to go there without coming here first and do what I need to do to spawn him in. That's not the case. This laptop here, you can interact with it to turn this light on, and it will show the markings. Now, if I open up my map, it literally tells you to go right around, like, say, this area, roughly. Somewhere on this long stretch of blue here, which is a construction site. Now, if you were coming here to see this very map and think this level 19 is losing his damn mind, he's about to go for a hunter, you're pretty fucking wrong. There's no way in hell I'm going after a level 35 one-shot capable enemy until I at least hit level 30 and get some decent gear score. Because I ran into hunters back in the Division 1. I have some pretty painful, not very fond memories, and I'd rather not repeat said memories. Now, I've already ran into a hunter on just a normal little stroll. I was going down in the sewers, collecting True Sons, Outcasts, and Hyena keys, which I still don't have very much of. Your best bet is going down into the sewers and going to the little fuse boxes on the wall, and they have a chance of dropping you a key designated to one of the 3 factions. These keys can be used to open up, what were they? These little biohazard boxes. Now, most of the time people will say, oh, that's not that great, you can just go there and suffer. Well, I ended up getting this high-end gear from that. It's not the best, I'm not a big fan of it, but I wanted to pull bragging rights on my friends and saying, hey, look what I got. Scroll off past those. Now, again, this is probably a really shitty thing because I don't use LMGs. Sorry, still feeling a little sick. I don't use LMGs in this game. They're still really boring. They have a high ammo capacity, which I love, but the reload and the overall stability of the weapon just sucks, and I'm not about to go do 50 fucking shade missions and pick up the remaining shade caches in the game, because I'm currently getting the remaining 6 in West Park and in Community Hall. Before I move on, because there's a lot of shade tech, and once I hit level 30, I need to make sure I've got 5 of them stowed away to get my after level 30 proficiency packs, which new players of the game, definitely go for it. You're going to realize that once you hit level 30, you're not going to get anything for like experience or anything else until you get that one perk. from there, your proficiency packs will they'll basically gather up what you've got, your highest level of everything you got in here, which is why I'm holding on to my level 19 items, because when I level up, I'll have a field cache that I'm just going to open up, and it will have either current level, or there's even a chance for a higher level. Also picked this up when I was trying to do a mission earlier today, and realized that mission was definitely not what I thought it was. I'm probably going to be forced into matchmaking for it, because it's already bad enough when you have to go across 2 named tanks, both an engineer and a medic being easier killed, but you have to kill the engineer first. And that fucker's turret causes bleed. Bleed on any character that's not focusing on their health, it's basically like taking off all your armor and saying, hey, my veins are right here, I've marked them for you, fire at will. I would not recommend it. Not one bit. Now, a lot of things in this game I don't mind, per se. Like, I will happily go into a game, realize what my problem was, and you know what? I'll admit it. I'm not the best game player. I have my issues. I fuck up a lot. But that's not the point. The point is how you're playing and how you intend to keep playing. Oh wait, was that another underground entrance? Another thing, I just want to go ahead and make this perfectly clear. If you're low level, stay out of the sewers. There's been a number of instances where my friends have gotten on and they're just going through the sewers like, Dante said I can go through the sewers and go get some keys to unlock some really good stuff. Both Evil Sizer and I have ran into a hunter in a tunnel. So every time I go into one of these fucking sewer tunnels, I always end up, one, going extremely slow and cautious, because you fuck hunters. Those things are not fun. They are the bastard children of a god in this game. And their difficulty does fucking show. If you've played The Division 1, you'll remember that going into the underground, there would be this one enemy type that moved so sporadically, almost as if it was another player on the server. Except he had the whole gold health bar, tons of armor, but he wouldn't waste his time shooting you. He would run towards you like basically a rusher and just melee you, and that'd be it. And to add insult to injury, he'd melee you a second time. And hunters, even at level 30, they will still one-tap you. So you really gotta be careful when it comes down to them. They're not... You can't just see a hunter and say, maybe if I shoot this guy in the head enough, I'll live to tell the tale. That's not the case. Hunters are, from what I've heard, in terms of people's theories, I guess you could say, the hunters are Wave 3 division agents that were sent in as a means of controlling the division, eliminating what the government had originally set in. It's why they basically armed themselves to the teeth with powerful weaponry, powerful gear, and when you see them, have multiple division watches on their chests. They're basically sleeper agents that the government has used as a remove our problem type of thing. They only have one set thing in mind, and that is kill the division agents. Because if you look back at Division 1, the first wave, they came in, and after some treason, they went MIA. The second wave comes in, that's you, and we communicate for most part, but after so long, there's nothing more to communicate. There's nothing more to say. So, what the government had planned was a fallback. And I do mean this, every plan that a government can think of will have a fallback to remove a problem. And when you've got super soldiers here that have extremely high military grade training and some other fun shit, you're going to notice immediately, maybe we need something trained specifically to kill what we started. Enter Wave 3 of Division Agents. The government sector dedicated to the division, their way of going in and saying, oh, by the way, we get it, y'all did something great for us, but we have to clean our tracks. Also, for those curious, that's the little hut that you have to go to, shoot the light bulb that's blinking up there, which it's not blinking currently, because it's not nighttime. Come here at night, look up there, pull out my sniper real fast, and you'll see that there is a light right there just above the crosshair, to the side of it actually, so you can see it a little better. Shoot that light while it's blinking, big old ninja cloud of smoke and shit comes out, and boom, you got a hunter. And I don't care what some of you lower level players are going to be saying. Probably going to be like, oh, it's no big deal, you just gotta keep your distance, you gotta fire at it occasionally. Well, that'd be easier said than done. You see, hunters, as I was saying, they're armed heavily. They carry the equipment to neutralize us, to take us out. So, their original objective is to clean up what we are left of. In a sense, it's a kill switch. What they'll do is they'll kill off the division agents, and then they just await further instruction, or they go into hiding. Now, a lot of people are going to say, if they're division agents, why would they be killing fellow agents? Well, that's another part of a theory. Some people are saying, maybe it's actually, Russian sleeper cells that were sent to just eliminate government and anything to keep the disorder and the chaos going in these areas. But there's no true way of realizing that, because the original antagonist that we figured out from the first division, can't be bothered to remember his name, he had already hacked Russian government from New York before he dipped out of there. And yes, that Wave 1 division agent dipped. He ran. Because he was also partly behind the dollar flu. If you remember playing through the fifth Medical Bay mission, it tells you all of this right here and there. Like, small little video scene of him in a lab with other agents that were on his side creating the disease. And to the character's knowledge, spreading it. So when the second wave of division agents came in, he already knew well in advance it was going to happen and decided to turn tail and run because he knew his end would be coming. And run like a little bastard he did. Do we know where he went? No. Do we have any idea of what he's doing? No. It's all left under speculation.
Electronic device detected.
I used to give this game so much crap for not saying, "Oh, where's the electronic device?" I never realized it was a little pale icon on the map. Also, if I can find one, I just want to point something out for some of the new players coming in. You'll see me looking up at a lot of trees, like a lot of them. Well, the reason I'm doing that is there are these supply drops that were dropped in, and
Tell him. I killed a woman. Why did you kill her?
I told her to get back. She wouldn't listen.
So what
okay,
did
I'm
you
just
do?
gonna go ahead and stop that. These supply drops will have armor, a
Hostile
weapon.
control point identified.
They could also even have, well, not really could also, but do also. They have something special. Now that something special is equipment dye. So you'll notice how like my armor has this little rosish pink tint to it. Well, finding these supply crate boxes tangled up in like trees, on cranes, on high buildings, you know, they're everywhere. You just gotta open your eyes for them. I've probably passed like 17 of them back in my first 10 levels. That's just because I didn't know they existed. I never focus on what's above me, I focus on what's around me. And that is one of my big problems. I don't like to focus on above, I like to focus on what's here in front of me, what's around me. That way I can see just what exactly I'm doing and how exactly I can maneuver and figure stuff out. That's why I'm not really looking for these boxes very often. It's why I've probably missed a good, like, 50-50 chunk of shit in missions. And, you know, it's all fun shit. And yeah, there's cosmetic items in this game still. You basically go across the entirety of the game, you find them, and you know, it's just that same Division-esque thing, as it always has been. Now, speaking of Division-esque things, Shade Tech right there. Barbed wire across the entirety of the fence. How do I get in there? It doesn't look like there's an underground passage, and I don't think you can get inside that shed. So I'm going to make another loop around the backside. And I get it, there's a gaping pothole right there. I could easily just go down there, look around, find my way. But it doesn't look like it because authorized personnel my ass. Yeah, it is completely barbed wired. You cannot climb up on barbed wire. It just, the game doesn't want you to do that. Your hands are clearly not protected enough. So I guess there is a way in there via underground. If not, that's probably one of those, like, hey, you're trying to get all the Shade Tech? Well, here's one you can't get. Which is, it's normal for Tom Clancy games. Stuff like that really does happen. Holy shit. I dislike how dark it is down in these areas, and as I said, I'm going to be watching my ass just completely, because I've already ran into one hunter in the sewers. I don't want to run into a second one. Even though they're easy to predict where they're gonna come, because you'll see like this brutal, oh yeah, there's a thing right there, and as you see there, it gave me a key. I couldn't see what key it was, but it gave me a key. Those keys can be used to open up certain things. Certain little locked boxes, if I find more keys, I'll look around for some of the biohazard boxes and I'll open one up. Might get another purple gear, hell, might even get a high-end gear. But, as I said previously, I need to watch my ass in here, because I already dislike the tunnel system in this game. I dislike the fact that both me and another clanmate ran into a hunter. We were both extremely ill-equipped, we didn't expect it, and we basically just ran around like a chicken with our heads cut off until we got killed. Which, that's going to happen. Even at level 30, it will, can, and probably already has happened. You want to be careful. You want to approach it with caution. Otherwise, what are you? Probably one of the new Division players, never even played the first game because it was really, really bad. I'm sorry, there's a lot of people who will defend Division, the original Division, to its bitter end.
In need of backup.
But have you actually gone in and looked at the game right now? Like, try starting a new character and going into like the Dark Zone and everything. Yeah, no. You're going to be met with a house to the face, and honestly, with the amount of hours I threw into that game, never had one drop. The amount of hours my friends have put into that game, and they've played a lot longer than I have, they've never had one drop. And I know a lot of people are going to be thinking, what is this asshole talking about? What's the house? The house is a exotic SMG that, one, has like no recoil, extremely accurate, and extremely deadly at close range, as all SMGs are. But some of them, because it doesn't, not every weapon has like, oh hey, this weapon has blah blah and blah perks. So you'd think, I'll just, oh hey, sweet, purple gear. Wow. Okay, vanity item and purple gear. What next? But like, exotics in this game can random the perks they're given. It's not always going to be the same perks on the same gun. Like, back in the first division, that's what made the legendaries and the exotics and the high ends pretty good. Perks would roll. And if you didn't like what you had on it, take it to the crafting station, rework it. You could choose what you wanted to put on it, though it was more of a gamble because you didn't get to say, I want to get rid of this really shitty perk and put a really good perk on it. No, you don't get that choice. You get, I want to put on this perk, but I also want to lose this perk. But in this game, they've reworked that system to where it's, we're going to take a perk from another gun that's like really good, say, well, I don't know much of the perks in this game because I haven't really looked too far into it, but you get the point. You're going to take a perk from the gun that you don't want to use and throw it onto a gun that you will use. Which is why I'm using assault rifles right now. It's why that that other assault rifle that I have that's a high end, I'm not using. Though, again, I would be that one cocky friend saying, look at what I got, look at what I got. No, I don't want to do that. That's just mean. Also, ignore the our server shutdown imminent. That thing's been on there all day. And the Twitter page for Division 2, or Division 2 the game, as the page goes by, there's nothing about server downtimes. There's just, what it is it's a heavy influx of the new players, because again, the game did drop today, so you're bound to see like a few connection issues here and there. It's completely normal, it happens, but what needs to happen alright, that was a True Sons key. So as I was saying, and we're going to open up the inventory, show these off. If you go down past this, you'll see that you have keys. You've got the Hyena, the Outcasts, True Sons, and Dark Zone. Dark Zone keys, you only get those in the Dark Zone from what I remember, but the other three, just go down into sewers in a certain area that's controlled by certain people, and check those little, I wouldn't even call these things fuse boxes, but they kind of look like it until you open them up. Little key lockers. But be warned, you're not always safe down here. I'm lucky because I haven't seen a single enemy pop up. Thank God. But occasionally you'll run into, like, there's this one sewer I went into and there was a single hyena trying to pick a lock on a box, and he couldn't do it, so I just shot him in the face. A little mercy kill here and there. And you know, it's all nice, good, fun. Game's nice. The atmosphere is amazing. I had a lot of, like, people were telling me, hey, when the weather starts changing in the game, the feel of the game is going to be changing as well. What the hell was that sound? I did not want to hear that sound yet. That's an open loot box. What the hell? Did I just... Oh. I looped. Okay then. Yeah, most of the time the underground tunnels, they're just a giant loop. You'll just come in at a certain angle and think, okay, I've gotten everything, let's get the hell out of here, because it's damp, it's creepy, and I don't like it down here. And truth be told, I really don't like it down here. I have no fear of being in sewer systems. I just have a fear of, well, as I've said like 15 times or so now, hunters. I'm just in fear of those fuckers right now because I'm too low on the power scale to do anything. And I really don't want to deal with them. Now, the one that Evil and I ran into, these were on separate occasions. He ran into one and I ran into one. And according to him, he was in a tunnel collecting a shade cache, which is what I typically went to do as well. He found him inside of a room, and in that room there was a division agent killed brutally, but his watch was on a pole that was stabbed through his chest. And as I was saying, the hunters carry multiple division watches on their chests. It's their way. What they do is they kill the division agents. They take the watch. They get any and all information out of it, and they either leave it there for us to find or keep it if it had a high value of intelligence for them. The hunters are pretty fucking smart, pretty creepy, and pretty smart. And you know, it's just another case of, do I really want to deal with one of these things? Like, a lot of people say it, and I don't blame them. The hunters are pretty scary. And I'm sure a few of you are going to be asking, well, why are they wearing masks in the first place? Wouldn't that kind of defeat the purpose? No. They wear the masks to cover their identity. Each mask having a name is their call sign. Call signs being, you know, if you don't know what a call sign is, just Google it. The hunter's kill sign is the name of their mask. Like, it's why I was referring to that one as the ghoul. Because the ghoul has that call sign. This clearly means that he's just one of the named hunters in the game. Just avoid at all costs. Don't do anything to get yourself fucked, in other words. And trying to think some other stuff. I'm actually trying to look around for another one of those biohazard boxes. I probably have to go in like an enemy territory or just this random area.
Hostile control point detected.
Because these boxes, they aren't common, but they are more or less, they're around. They're just not super common. They're not like those weapon boxes that you find or the typical loot bags. Okay, Isaac, you don't have to interrupt me like 4 times, asshole. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do my best to try and spot out another biohazard box, since I have at least one key for the 3 of those. Oh hey, free shit. Well, you know, I can actually benefit from this. They're carrying something, so I'm just gonna throw my hive. Hey buddies, catch.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Oh fuck. Hey, you missed.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Piss. Wait. Ah, fuck. Now that was me being stupid. I always tend to do that. It happens. When you see... Don't do what I do. I'm not the Rambo badass that I was back in Division 1, where I could actually live for a while. But I mean, hey, who cares? But yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, as I was saying, there's approximately 11 or 12, I could be counting that wrong, there's probably 11 or 12 known hunters, and we know this because in the White House, in one of the rooms, there's a little wall that's got notches on it. Those notches are for masks, and you only get masks until, like, world events and shit happen from hunters. You each of which being named after the specific hunter. And I already know that 2 masks of which I want to get, because they actually look the best, are the Demon Mask and the Death Mask. Now, the Demon Hunter is he's kind of a wild card. He will appear anywhere at pure random. He's like the one that you'll run into in a sewer system for the most part. And then you've got the other ones, or the Death Mask, which is, that one's one of the tougher ones to get, because in order to get that one, you have to kill 3 hunters, all in the same area, all at the same time. Like, not, same time being like, I'm just going to summon all 3 of them and they all have to die within 5 seconds of each other. Thank God, no on that. No, what it is you don't want to focus fire on one of them and forget the other 2 exist, because that's how they're going to kill you. You can probably look up people going after those 3. They're in like the little Christmas village looking place in DC. I don't really know the location too well, don't care about it. You just go there at night. Hell, all the fucking hunters are practically an at-night thing, except for a few.
Backup request.
There's a few of them that you can access during the daytime. There's a few of them that you can access during like really shitty weather. It all depends. But on the safe side, I would just do them all at night, because for the majority of them, they're more commonly available during the nighttime of the game. And some hunters, typically, here's how I see them. Yes, they're horrifying. Yes, they can kill you extremely fast. And yes, you should really take caution and probably have a group before you go after them. But they are a test of skill. So if you see a player walking around wearing a mask, and a mask will cover the entirety of a player's face, I think it replaces the hat. I really don't know that. I think most people just take the hat off and just go from there. But the mask is a solid metal face mask with eye holes. Nothing else. You can't see the person's face. You can't see their mouth. You're basically hiding your identity, as a hunter would. Except you aren't going around killing miscellaneous random people. You're just going around killing the miscellaneous enemies, making it normal. And from everything I've seen and everything I've read, the true test of skill is, as it always has been, kill a hunter, get their mask, move on. Don't sit and dwell on it for too long, just get it and go. And if you are one of those people who are under level 30 and have already gotten a mask, congratulations to you. You did what I probably will not be doing until later on anyway. I've already accepted it with my clan, we all agreed, we're going to wait till we're at least a good 5 or so extra levels after level 30, so that's 5 more field proficiency caches that we can get, and we're going to go from there and move on. Once our gear score is high enough, once we've gone through the world tiers a decent amount, we're going to run in. I've already told them about how to spawn in the first hunter, if we're going in that retrospect, the first one being the ghoul, we're gonna be going after him first. Though none of us really wants his mask because it's really stupid. I'm not a big fan of his. It's basically just a solid matte black with say it's matte black with this neon green paint splattered on the top of the head and like splashed downward towards like the middle of the mask. Like, you know how if you like splash paint on one particular area, how it will spread and then it'll start dripping?
Hostile broadcast picked up.
That's how that works. And it's just not a very good looking mask. Like, I guarantee for the most people it's gonna be like a nice mask to wear like at night in the dark because you can't really see the ugly paint. It just looks like a solid black with a little bit of a glow to it mask. Otherwise, I'd rather be wearing the Death Mask or the Demon Mask because they're both solid black. Death one has like the skull prints in paint on it, which is nice. I can always get around that because it's nice. Motherfuckers. Well, hey buddies, catch this for me, would you? Focus fire on you. Now outcasts, like most enemies, they're just bloody annoying. I'm gonna do another look around because there's no way down into there. There should be a way inside of it though. Normally, it's kind of a simple, like, hey, this looks like I can shoot it and move it away. Or, there's a padlock here, there's no key, I can shoot it. Apparently with this one, it is neither, and it's just annoying. Also, you can see I'm just gathering up resources and other shit while I'm running through these areas. I don't really need to, but I decided, what the hell, why not? And also, if you were thinking, oh, you can just jump up here and you can walk across the barbed wire, nope, can't even do that. Can't dodge, can't dive roll, can't do that. So it makes you question, what needs to be done to get in here? Whereas I'm literally sitting here shaking my damn head like, how the hell do I get in there? Because you can't open that door. You can't open the secure access only door. You just sit here and think, what the fuck do I do? Just that little thought in your mind of, there's clearly something here that I need to do, but I cannot for the life of me figure it out. There's no little holes you can squeeze in. It's all fenced off. Typical Tom Clancy shit. And honestly, this game has definitely surpassed my initial thoughts and shit against it, because if you remember, I got the first game and I didn't touch it for 2 years. And it's amazing that in a span of only, I guess, 3 years, technicality speaking, I'm enjoying the second game much more than I thought I would. Now again, you can't open this door. you can't just shoot the hinge. You can't shoot the door handle. The glass doesn't break. The entire fence is barbed wire, so you can't hop it. I just want to make that perfectly well known here. So you're literally left thinking, how do I get in? And yeah, see, just a little proof there. Can't shoot your way in. But there's always a way. Always. I don't know if they intended this to just be one of those little fuck you ones. Rip the system. And I honestly don't care. Like, if this is just one of those you cannot get me type of things, like, I'm sure there's probably a way to do it. I can almost guarantee that there's a way to do it, but it doesn't really look like it. No ways of doing it are possible. I'd think, you know, get up there and just jump over, but that didn't work. This little pool here is literally that. It's just a little pool. You can't, like, hold your breath, crawl, dig away and crawl into that pipe and get underneath the complex. That doesn't work. So you're left just sitting there idly thinking, what the fuck? What do I do? And you never know, occasionally it will hit you. You'll be like, that's what I had to do?
Hostile control point nearby.
Outside of what? Outside playable area. Kill barriers. Of course the game's gonna have fucking kill barriers. Oh shit. Okay then. Well then, that's okay. So we know this Shade Tech can't get it. Now there's another few around here I can just get. There's, see, another 4 that I can actually pick up. So I'll just mark this one. And I'll have to fast travel to get out of this, so, you know, we're just going to go ahead and do that now. And the game be damned, as it is. Not everything is going to work the way you'd think it would. Especially little kill zones like that. Fucking A, those are annoying. I guess those were implemented so people wouldn't, like, find a little break in the game and say, I'm gonna do this, and I'm going to live forever. Or, you know, those players that say, find a place where you can shoot them, but they can't shoot you. I hate players like that. I will say it time and time and time again. I really do. That's basically taking the fun out of playing a game because you wanted to be so selfish with a god complex and stay alive and away from the fight. That's a water little place there. You can go in there, grab water, and then donate it to other friendly little control points if you really wanted to do that. I'm already maxed out on water and food, I believe. Yeah, I'm maxed out on both of those, so I can't get much. But what I'm just going to keep doing is I'm going to go for those other Shade Techs. I was playing with Evil a lot, and this is back when I was level 13, and he was like level 17, and we both looked at each other and said, there's got to be a fast way of leveling up. There's got to be something I can do, because you're much higher on the scale than I am, and I need to level up. Okay, that's, this is bad. Typically I have some good people here fighting this heavy-duty asshole without me, or with me. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna break his armor from a distance, and end up killing him. And then realize that there's this one asshole with some more armor right over there. Oh, he's a turtle. Fucker. You'll start to realize that if I ever start to play with like Evil and Mill, we've got names for all these enemies. And Turtle is what we refer to as the true sons that like to wear upper body and helmets. And then they basically just lay prone on the ground, and that's it. They don't move. They just stay there, and they shoot off. And they use LMGs, clearly, as we can see there. They use LMGs because, well, high ammo capacity, slow reload. Basically, you know, if you're going to be down on the ground with protective armor on your face, you might as well take care of yourself while you're at it. And that's enough of that. But yeah, I'm enjoying the game so far. It's definitely better than I thought it would be, because I did expect when I was going into this game thinking, this game's probably gonna be just as bad as the first game was. I'm not gonna be happy. Probably gonna put it down for another 2 years, come back when the game's broken as hell. And then I looked at myself and I said, nah, I'm not doing that shit again. This is a second game, it's a second chance. It's bound to be better.
Agent requesting backup.
Isaac, I didn't ask you for your input on other players. Please do not let me know if they need backup, because most of the time they don't. They're just trying to bomb rush the game, fail miserably, die, repeat, die again, repeat, again. And I could have sworn there was one of those little supply drop things around this area. Probably is. I could have just missed it, because yeah, they stick out like a sore thumb when you're actually looking for them, because you'll see, like, say for example, you'll look at a tree and you'll realize, wait, what is that little glowing part of that? Has it always been there? And from there, that's how you know the supply drop is there, because it'll have that same little glow to it, like the boxes and stuff that you can loot. Restock box for grenades. More loot. Not good loot. Alright, good guys, good guys. And yeah, I know I'm being a little skittish here by always looking over myself and blah. But whatever. Shit happens. Oh shit. That's another reason why I should have looked over my damn fucking shoulder. Fuck. I see ya. And that's why I use a sniper and an AR. A lot of people will say that I should be using like an SMG and a shotgun, or an LMG and an AR and all that other stuff. I look at that and I say, big mistake, big no-no, not happening. Because not only do the LMGs and the ARs use the exact same ammo type, they use 5.56. The ammo pool for both of those is linked. So if you run out of ammo for, like, say you're using your AR, you run out of ammo for your AR, you've got the one clip for your LMG, and that's final. Alright, I'll got a little weapon crate here with a military P46. Not bad. Not okay, but not bad. Weapon handling is a perk. Got Shade Tech here. Just doing a little double checking to see if there's anything else here for me to get. There's a ladder. Another box for stuff I cannot use. This is basically the alternate way of going in there without shooting the lock. You know, if there are enemies here and you're trying to sneak your way in. Ugh, you creepy little sneaky bastard. You scared the fucking piss out of me. What do you got? Of course, bounties. Yay. Oh yeah, and if you haven't already realized it, bounties have a time. So if you pick up a bounty, even by accident, and you don't want to deal with it, you can just let the timer run out. You can always pick up the bounty again from another person or another location. Bounties are always going to be around. Doesn't matter. Now again, I'm just shocked. Where the hell would this loot box be at? And before people start saying check around like the ground level and stuff, no, these are like airdrop care packages that snagged onto like trees and shit. They're not going to be on the ground. They're going to be up. They're going to be above sightline, to where you kind of have to open yourself up to look in multiple different locations. Yeah, there you go, buddy. I've got enough shit to spare. Hey, thank you. It's either a marksman rifle or a actual rifle. Probably to which I'll be dismantling. Hey, more components to give. And you gave me a weapon. A purple weapon. What about you? You need anything? No? Good. Ah, shit. Weapon? Probably should. Yep. More vanity items. What's sad is I was actually planning on doing that mission when I got off work last night. Oh, speak of devil, there's one right there. look for the parachute, look for the box, shoot box, loot falls on the ground. Now, this is not one that had the spray in it. The boxes will be different colors. From what I've seen, the yellow and orange boxes will have a cosmetic dye in them. The gray boxes, or black boxes, however you want to look at that, will have consumables in them, like components and shit, stuff you need to give away. And according to other places, there's other ones that also do stuff. I just haven't seen them yet, so I can't confirm it. So yeah, that's one of the supply drops. And there was another one extremely close by. Wow, that's a bit of a problem. More of those, and it's steel. That's what I can't pick up from there. So yes, the black ones seem to have consumables, a decent amount of consumables. See, what I'm always looking for is, I'm always looking for the box itself. I'm never looking for the parachute. The parachute's going to stick out more of a sore thumb than the initial box itself will. And there's enemies over here, so I'm going to slip to the side, because I see one of those fuckers with a lot of shit. Oh, and there's an electronic device below us. You know what, I'm actually just going to kill these guys and get it over with. Hey, buddies. And yeah, I'm happy with the hive I've got. It's fun, I like using it. My gear score is definitely, or not gear score, the, what is it? My character's ability for the recharge is really low, so like it takes over 100 seconds for all my gear to really come back and recharge, which is no big deal. It's part of the game. You basically learn it as you go. Oh, hey, we're in the sewer again. Fuck my life. Key. We got there. True Son's key. I'll definitely need to be telling some of the new clan members when they join in to always go in and look in the sewers for keys, because they've played the first one, Command and Control. Oh, wait, what the hell is that? Okay. So I'm using a military G36, which is assault rifle at that, which is okay, but that is a assault rifle. This has the weapon handling. This is a submachine gun. It's not a Vector, so it's not really what I want. Don't care much for LMGs. This is just a normal rifle that does, wow, does pretty much a good amount. Delete this, delete this, delete this, delete that. Delete you, delete you. You do 6K, or 6.0K, so you're definitely better than that other one that I just looked at, which was, yeah, it's much better. You're going into garbage. So we're going to delete all of those, save up some backpack size because we definitely need it. I think, what is this gun shooting exactly? It doesn't tell you specifically what it's using. This also has the Ranger, which is 4 or less of that for the every 5 meters your gun gets more damage, which is, that's pretty nice. I'm actually okay with that. That's pretty dope. It's assault rifle, but it could be that one little joke assault rifle that's like, you know, it says that you can do certain stuff with it, but in reality you really can't. I haven't really been focusing much on attachments in this game just yet. Yes, it does work with this, and does more damage, and it's the exact same fire rate as my other gun, just more damage. Equip this, we're going to dismantle that. No materials received. That's just because, well, I already maxed out on those materials. Got a secondary, that's garbage, we're going to get rid of you. No materials received. I'm holding on to this stuff in case I have to donate it. It's why I don't just delete it outright, even though I really should. 35, 35, 34. Oh, that was disturbing. Hello Void, my old friend. Screenshot the hell out of this. I don't quite think this is an area I'm supposed to be in, so we're gonna maybe find a door and get the fuck out of here. Okay, there we go.
In need of backup.
Okay, so door to the void. Note self, don't go in a doorway that has a red light on it. That was not cool. That was very disturbing. Who knows, maybe that's just one of those things that's supposed to be for like future updates, or
Hostile
could be the
control point
server.
identified.
Isaac, I don't care. Probably be ending stream here shortly. Just go about normal nightly business. It is getting pretty late, and I am getting a little tired. And it's already past 2, so I should really be coming to a close. I just really need to find one of those fucking special ass boxes. Show it off. Hold up, before I go too far. Oh yeah, that's right. I can't use the map when I'm on a ladder. Where the hell did this even take me? Did that seriously just take me from here to here? Here to here. Okay, let's see. Is there any other shade tech in the immediate area that I need to go to? Yeah, one here and one here. I'll move up to that one. The life cycle of a medic. They just watch as their fucking team dies over and over and over again. Damn it. Where the hell are you going? Don't even think about it, buddy.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Uh-oh, their boss is here. That's not good. I should have definitely killed that medic already. And reinforcements are not here yet. Or they are here and I'm just completely blind. Yeah, they're almost here.
Agent, we got a project ready for completion at the campus. Detecting additional hostile contacts. Object of interest detected. Portable device detected. Heavily armored hostile detected.
Great spot for a turret.
Supply room access unlocked.
Mhm. What the hell? I don't know what that did. ass. Oh no, here it is. It's through here. I was gonna say, pretty weak ass supply room. That was the gun box. This is the armor box. And the most important thing in the supply rooms, decombination box. And unfortunately, a little thing there to pick up. Climb up this ladder, take us to the second level, see if there's anything else up here I can loot. Doesn't look like it. This is probably just a second floor to nothing. Now, if only I knew what the hell turning this on did. It's a division thing, but I don't understand what the hell it's for. Whatever. Get the hell up out of there. Restock box, that's nice. Pretty much a shitty little control point. Control points are actually really good things in this game. You can get some decent gear out of them. Experience. Somebody just blew something up like an idiot. Another little dead boxway. I can't do anything with you. Oh, for fuck's sake. Are they serious? Oh, fuck. Whoa, she's got a chainsaw. That chainsaw is really unnerving. Hey buddy, can you get away from the truck so I can give you shit? Jesus. Can you get away from the truck so I can give you shit? Thank you. Get this guy back to where he needs to be on all this shit.
Shouldn't have to worry about our supplies anymore.
I think I'll just go pick up that last shade tech and be on my way to sleep. another fucking locked door with barbed wire all over it. Jeez, are all these gonna be like this? Ain't right. There's an echo in there too, damn it. There needs to be a little, like, notification or something, like, hey, by the way, you can, go here to get this, or go over there and, you know, find it all out. Nah, it doesn't tell you jack diddly. Is there another echo up here? Or is it just loot boxes? It could actually be the control territory here. I'm just gonna go ahead and toss that right there. Get your attention. No, don't run away, you bastard. Fucker. Oh yeah, like you can totally see me, buddy.
Incoming hostiles detected.
That was stupid.
Agent requesting backup.
stash. It doesn't really... No little indication on the map saying, hey, go here.
We've got hyenas unloading on civilians outside the medical camp.
Get over there and give them support, Agent.
I've got to be overlooking something.
Fire by the medical camp across Houston Avenue Northwest. Distance now!
Where the bloody hell is this gear stash?
hyenas unloading on civilians outside the medical camp.
Get over there and give them support, Agent.
Agent in need of backup.
She'll be there. Maybe I could become a cook.
Mayday! Mayday! We're taking fire by the medical...
I got some. No, sir.